before you scroll, take a breath with me. Right now, something inside you brought you here. Welcome to Therapist Live. This is more than a channel. It's a space for clarity, healing, and real emotional growth. Here, we talk about mental health, self-awareness, relationships, and the patterns that shape your life. If you're ready to understand yourself on a deeper level, subscribe now and turn on notifications because this journey starts today. Take a deep breath and let's begin. Have you ever wondered why, when things go wrong, you physically shrink? Why your shoulders slump, your head drops, and the world suddenly feels like a hostile place where you don't belong? It's not just in your head. It's in your blood. It's in a chemical code written 350 million years ago, long before the dinosaurs walked the earth. Today, we're going to dive into the nervous system of the lobster to understand why standing up straight isn't just about posture. It's about your survival, your sanity, and your very soul. We live in a world of chaos and order. It's a fundamental duality, older than trees, older than us. But how do we navigate it? How do we find our footing when the ground shifts? To answer that, we have to look far back, further than human history, deep into the biology that we share with some of the most ancient creatures on the planet. Let's talk about lobsters. Yes, lobsters. They are territorial creatures. They live on the ocean floor. They need a safe hiding spot, and resources are scarce. When two lobsters want the same territory, they don't just flip a coin. They posture. They dance. They open their claws to look big. They measure each other up. And eventually, if neither backs down, they fight. But here's a fascinating part. When a lobster loses a battle, its brain chemistry changes. It dissolves. It actually grows a new, subordinate brain. Its serotonin levels drop. It becomes timid. It shrinks. It loses the confidence to face the world. Does that sound familiar? It should, because you run on the same software. There's an ancient calculator in the base of your brain, a primal counter that tracks your status in the dominance hierarchy. When you fail, when you are rejected, when you are bullied, that counter drops. Your serotonin plummets. You feel anxious, weak, and easy to defeat. But when you win, when you succeed, you stretch out. You claim space. You are ready to take on the world. So, the first lesson we pull from the depths is this. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. This isn't just physical advice. It's metaphysical. To stand up straight is to accept the terrible responsibility of life with your eyes wide open. It means deciding to voluntarily transform the chaos of potential into habitable order. When you slump, you are telling your ancient brain that you are defeated, and it will treat you that way. It will restrict your serotonin. It will make you reactive and afraid. But if you stand tall, even when you don't feel like it, you hack the system. You invite the world to treat you differently, and in turn, you begin to treat yourself differently. And that brings us to a darker, stranger question. Why do we treat ourselves so poorly? Here's a statistic that might keep you up at night. If you take your dog to the vet and get a prescription, you'll almost certainly fill it and administer the medicine. You care about the dog. You want the dog to live. But if you go to the doctor and get a prescription for yourself, there's a 1 in 3 chance you won't even fill it. And if you do, there's a 50% chance you won't take it properly. Why? Why do you take better care of your pet than you do of yourself? It comes down to self-awareness. We know something about ourselves that we don't know about our dogs. We know our own darkness. We know our flaws, our shame, our capacity for cruelty and laziness. We see the worst in ourselves. We know we are fallen creatures. To use the old religious language, we carry a sense of original sin, a sense that perhaps we don't deserve to get better. A dog is innocent. A dog is just a dog. But you know what you did. You know what you thought. But you have to overcome the self-contempt. You have to realize that you play a vital role in the unfolding of the world. You are not just your own possession to torture and neglect. You have a spark of the divine in you, the capacity to create order from chaos, to speak truth, to make things better. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Imagine you were caring for a child. You wouldn't let them eat candy for dinner every night, would you? You wouldn't let them stay up until 4 a.m. staring at a screen. You would make them do what is best for them, even if it's not what they want in the moment. You need to become that parent to yourself. You need to negotiate with yourself, not tyrannize yourself. Ask yourself, what could I do today that would make my life a little better, that I would actually do? Start small. Reward yourself. But for heaven's sake, don't treat yourself like an enemy. Now, as you begin to stand taller and treat yourself with respect, you have to look at the people around you. We are social animals. We absorb the emotions and the standards of the people we spend time with. I grew up in a cold, desolate prairie town. I had friends who were smart, capable people, but they were trapped in a loop of cynicism. They drove around in dented trucks, nursing resentments, aiming nowhere. I watched what happened when someone tried to improve. If you tried to quit drinking or get a better job or aim higher, the group would pull you back down. It's the crabs in a bucket mentality. If one crab tries to escape, the others pull it back in. This leads us to a hard truth. Make friends with people who want the best for you. This sounds easy, but it's not. It's actually harder. It takes courage. Why? Because people who are aiming up will challenge you. If you have a friend who is cynical and destructive, you can feel superior to them. You can engage in a mutual suicide pact where you both agree that the world is unfair and nothing matters. It's a lazy, easy form of bonding. But a friend who wants the best for you, they will judge you. Not cruelly, but honestly. If you are ruining your life, they won't offer you a cigarette and shrug. They will tell you to get your act together. They will encourage you when you succeed and hold you accountable when you fail. That is a terrifying kind of friendship because it requires you to grow. It requires you to leave the comfort of the victim identity behind. Don't save someone who doesn't want to be saved just to boost your own ego. That's not friendship. That's narcissism. Be careful who you share your good news with. You want to share it with someone who will genuinely celebrate, not someone who will say, "Oh, that's nice," and then immediately talk about their own misery to deflate you. Surround yourself with people who support the part of you that wants to ascend, not the part that wants to burn everything down. Now, once you're standing tall, treating yourself well, and surrounding yourself with good people, you will face the internal critic, the voice in your head that says, "Who are you to try this? Look at that person over there. They are younger, richer, smarter, and better looking than you." We live in a world that is interconnected to the point of insanity. In the past, you only had to be the best blacksmith in your village. Now, you open your phone and you are competing with the best blacksmiths, models, and billionaires on the entire planet. The hierarchy has gone vertical. It is incredibly easy to feel worthless when you are constantly comparing yourself to the highlight reels of 7 billion people. But here's the trick. You don't know the whole story. You see the shiny car or the perfect body, but you don't see the failing marriage, the drug addiction, or the deep existential despair. You are comparing your internal reality, with all its messy, painful details, to someone else's external presentation. It's a rigged game. You will always lose the SO. You must change the target. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. This is about trajectory. It's about incremental improvement. The present is always flawed. You're always insufficient in some way. But the future is negotiable. If you can make today just 1% better than yesterday, you have hit the mark. Ask yourself, what is one thing I am doing wrong that I know is wrong that I could fix, that I would fix? It might be a pile of papers on your desk. It might be an apology you owe someone. It might be simply washing the dishes. Fix it. That small victory gives you a hit of dopamine. It builds momentum. It clears your vision. You are not looking for perfection. You are looking for better. If you clean up your room, you organize your mind. If you organize your mind, you can aim at the world. And if you aim at the world with clear eyes and a strong posture, you might just find that the tragedy of life is bearable. You might find that you are stronger than you think. This is the foundation. You are a biological creature with a spirit that yearns for the light. Stand up, care for yourself. Choose good allies, and look at your own path, not your neighbor's. But what happens when you bring a new life into this chaotic world? How do you raise a human being without crushing their spirit or letting them turn into a monster? That is where we are going next. If you found value in this, hit the like button and subscribe. In the next video, we are going to talk about parenting, the danger of safety, and why you should never, Ever bother children when they are skateboarding? You won't want to miss it.